영원히 stay gold and never let go.
Hi, so this is long overdue, but we are doing the 2018 album K-Pop Tag. I've done this every single year since I found out about it way back in like 2014, I believe. Anyway, this was created originally by Random Me 2011, link in the description. A lot of my friends have done this tag, so I have to do it as well, and I was planning on it. And this is probably going to be a really long video, so stay tuned. You've been warned. And yeah, so there's always like the standard questions that everyone asks and stuff. And this year, I also decided to add a few new questions that I wanted to add. So yeah, that is the thing. And we'll just begin. So I have 16 questions. So question number 1 is favorite album of 2018, and I have 2 picks. I am going to do a video for my top 20 K-pop albums of the year because I did come up with 20, but my favorites. So the first one we have is 17 with their mini album that they released, You Make My Day. So, oh my gosh. This, after listening to it when it was released up until now, I enjoyed it so much. It's a very summery album, full of great songs, fantastic songs, and no skips. It's only 6 songs because it's a mini album. But I just really gravitated toward the music on this. I feel like they did a really great job. All the subunit songs sounded amazing. The 3 group songs sounded amazing. It was just a perfect, short, sweet album that embodied summer in all of its aspects. And 17 executed it perfectly. And there is not a single bad song on here in my opinion. So this is one of my favorite albums of 2018. It is so great. Oh My is a bop. Holiday is really fun. Come to Me is great. What's Good is great. Moonwalker is lit. And then Our Dawn is Harder Than Our Day is really good as well. So 17's You Make My Day. But my number 1 pick is 101 with their second mini album, I Promise You. So back in mid to late November, early December, I started looking through my iTunes to see what albums really stood out to me this year, because up until that point, I really didn't have a definitive answer. And then this one, I re-listened to it, and I just was transported back to March when this was released, and I was like, oh my gosh, these songs are my everything. And I just, after a while, I was like, yes, this is my favorite album of 2018. The songs on here really embodied my experience of listening in 2018, because 101 played a humongous part of my year. Gold is a fantastic, flawless, beautiful song. One, if not my favorite 101 song of all time. That song is beautiful. It's untouchable. It is perfection. I Promise You. Oh my goodness, they released this before the album and it just got me really excited. I was like, oh my gosh, they're coming back. I Promise You is so good. Boomerang. Boomerang isn't everyone's cup of tea, but I really love Boomerang. Boomerang is a fun song. I love the ad-libs.
네 마음 향해 슈 타고 던졌는데 oh my god 화살은 내게 퓨 하고 다 나를 미치게 해 나를 미치게 해 나도 나름 괜찮은데 hey oh my.
Like, I just love that song. It's so good. And then We Are is a really good song as well. It's really catchy. It gets me hyped. I love it. And we have Day by Day, which is like a little sexy, a little sensual. If you see the choreography, you know what I'm talking about. And then we have All Remember, which is the ballad. It is beautiful. I love the ballad so much. In the second chorus, Jinyoung has the part that Daehui sang in the first chorus where he goes into the falsetto. And I'm just like, I don't know, something about Jin Young's voice is just really pleasing to my ears. I had that same opinion back on Produce 101 when he was in Boy in Love. I was like, I need to hear more of his voice. And then there's I Promise You, the confession version, which is like the slow down version of I Promise You. So, really great. So this album is by far my favorite album of 2018. Question number 2 is favorite packaging of 2018, and that goes to Red Velvet with their album Summer Magic. This is the limited edition, and I put this one because you get all these little pop-up things, and then you just put them in little slits, decorate it how you like, and then it has this very cool display. I'm sure everyone has seen it by now. If you haven't, here's a picture. There you go. But really like that idea. It gives you a nice way to like display the album. You can be like, check out my Red Velvet album. It's popping. I just love that. And I love how each of the covers, they have the like little drink thing, and then on the back is like all the drinks looking very colorful, and then it's like on the sides where the ingredients. I just like that aspect as well. And then when you open it up and you go to the lyrics book, it's like a recipe book sort of. I like how they stuck with that consistency of trying to keep it like that. So really awesome. This is definitely my favorite packaging of 2018. And, of course, since we just talked about the best, we got to talk about the worst. But, in my opinion, there wasn't anything that was, like, too drastic. I didn't buy any CDs that came in flaps, you know. Fuck the flaps. But people are starting to really take on to this trend of giving us these pockets. And I don't like these pockets, especially when they're attached, which makes it very difficult to pull the CD out successfully, and you're just like, oh my gosh, I'm scratching the back of the CD, the most important part. See, the example I have is BTS's Love Yourself Answer. This little slit, little like piggy bank looking coin slots. It was where the CD was held, and you had to, it was nice, and you know, you're like, okay, aesthetics, I guess, but then when you pull it out, it's like not practical. And they did it for both of the discs. I was like, no, what are you doing, BTS? Don't do that. Stray Kids did it this year. Shit. Pockets. Things in general like that was my pet peeve of 2018. I like a foam nub. I like a foam nub or a plastic tray. Either or. Don't give me no pockets. Don't give me no flaps. And we'll be alright. Alright. Speaking of BTS though. Question number 4. Favorite photo book of 2018. And I have Love Yourself Tear. This is the Y version. So I did buy this at Target, my local Target. Well, actually not local Target because I had to cross the bridge. Besides the point. When they released the teaser photos, they always like grouped them. It was like Y. So on and so forth. YOUR. Yeah, and then you could see like which one you was gonna gravitate to. And these photos, they out in like the desert or prairie or something. They wearing these cute colors. The sky is popping blue. I just was drawn to these photos and was like, this version is the version I need to get. Look at my man's. He is flawless. Like, I just love this bright blue. The blue sky. And everyone is on their P's and Q's looking flawless. They all look flawless. Yes. Especially that one picture of Jimin. He did that. Jimin did that. Park Jimin. I see you. I just love the photos in here. They are so beautiful. So that is one of my favorite photo books of this year. And then my second favorite photo book is for my ultimate mans, my ultimate bias. The one, the only Kim Myung-soo, Infinite's third album, Top Seed. So this year, they said in the packaging details that Infinite was going to do member photo books and member CD plates. And when I read that at first, I was just like, damn it, don't do that. Do you know how difficult it is? You gonna be lucky if you lucky, but if you're not lucky, your luck is gonna suck. you're not gonna get your fave. And when I bought my 2 copies of the album, I got 2 Woohyun CD plates and 2 Woohyun photobooks. And I was just like, not with the shits. I wasn't trying to trade nobody. I was like, nah, you know what? Let me look up on the eBay. Let me see if I can get the stuff individually. So I did. Which, if it wasn't for Myung-soo, I wouldn't have done it. That's all I'm saying. So we got the CD plate. Looking lovely, looking nice. And we have the piece de resistance. The photo book. This photo book is all Myung-soo, and it's a pretty, it's not thick, but it's thick enough to give you some substance. Like, right off the bat, you just like, okay, you get the thanks to a man of few words, but he an intellectual, and then you just, boom, Kim Myung-soo, boom, art gallery, red plaid tie, suit and tie, bitch. He looks, ooh, Mr. Kim is ready to see now. That's right. I just think this photo book is so beautiful. He looks fantastic as per usual. He is a gorgeous man, and this photo book is gorgeous. And then he moves on to this other setting where it looks like it's sunset. You know, he just looks beautiful. So, favorite photo book of 2018, no brainer. Top seed infinite. Please don't ever do member specific photo books again, because that shit ain't cute. But it is cute when you get it, but it ain't trying to. Alright? Question number 5. Favorite girl rookie group album. And there's only one rookie girl group album I bought, and it was Eyes the Ones, Color Eyes, and I really liked it. They impressed me with the music this year that I was like, oh man, I was not happy with how things ended on the last episode of Produce 48. And then I was like, oh my gosh, you really is about to debut these people in October when Wanna One still has their contract? And I was like, Mnet, Stone Entertainment, don't fuck up my Wanna One promotions. I was real bitter. I was a petty bitch. I was rude. But I was like, okay. And then they released the teaser photos, and I was like, oh, I like these photos. They look good in the photos. They do. And then they released, like, the highlight medley, and I was like, okay, these songs don't sound too bad. And then I watched Lavi and Rose when it came out, and I was just like, oh, they doing this, they's doing that. They did that, and I thoroughly enjoyed it. And then the rest of the songs on this album, Beautiful Colors, Oh My, those ones are fun songs. Secret Time, it's a ballad. I have to be in the mood for ballads, but it's alright. It ain't bad. And then it has I'll Take Care of You, the Japanese song from the finale of the show, Nekoya, and then the really sad song, the dream one, Dreamin', whatever. But yeah, great album. Surprised me, and I enjoyed it. So, Eyes of Ones is my favorite girl rookie of the year. And then for the boys, question number 6, we have Stray Kids, and it's their album I Am Who. So I didn't watch the show because I was like, fuck that. The mixtape I found enjoyable. There were some songs that I liked, and there were some songs that I didn't. I really loved District 9. That album was full of a lot of good songs, and I bought it. And then this one came out, and I was like, oh, I'm excited. It's coming. They're coming back. My bells. I was like, I'm excited. Stray Kids, because they were starting to really grow on me. And I was like, okay, they gonna be that group for me this year, right? Right, okay. I see how it's gonna go down. And then I listened to it when it was released, and I was like, whoo, whoo. My pace is so good. I love the beat. The beat in My Pace during the rap parts, I was like, ooh, that beat is nasty. That's a hot beat. Voices is that song, y'all. Voices is that song. Favorite B-side. Question, really good song as well. I love that song. Hey, tell me what you want. Nah, 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 nah. Insomnia, I love the little synth intro that it gives us. that is, I don't know, something about that was just really catchy to me, and I enjoyed it. MIA, slow it down, give us a little nice groove and beat. And then we have Awkward Silence, which is really good as well. I love the crow sound effects. Like, it can't get any more awkward than that when you just have like a break in the song and it's just like and then the mixtape song, which is the one where they're like, one for the fame, one for the game. Slow. Lyrics is really beautiful. That's a great song. Three Racha, they did their thing. And the rest of the members, after they like redid the lyrics and stuff, they did that. So overall, this was just a really great album. Really impressed me. Love it. I've definitely, out of the 3 mini albums they released this year, this one is amazing. My favorite. Question number 7. An album that surprised me, and it is The Boys with their second mini album, The Start. I have no idea why it's called The Start. Whatever. When it was first released, I was a big fan of their first mini album. I bought it in Korea. I was excited. And then this one came out, and I was kind of like listening to the teasers, listening to the highlight medley, and during the highlight medley, only one song stood out to me, which was Just You, and the rest I was like, uh-oh. I don't know, I think this is where I take a break from the boys. And so, yeah, I really disregarded this album. It came out in April, but then, come June, end of June, I re-listened to it, and I had stumbled upon this thing on YouTube that was like Kevin, Jacob, and Eric, and it was their 3 Wrong TV, and they was talking about this album, and I loved the dynamic of them, so I was like, oh, well, let me re-listen to the album, let me rewatch the music video for Giddy Up. I did all of that, and I was like, okay, Giddy Up is actually pretty good. This song is pretty good. And then I listened to the rest, Text Me Back, Get It, Back to You. I was like, oh, this is great music. This is definitely better than when I first heard it on the first listen. So it definitely, when I revisited it, I was like, oh shit, I need to get this album. So I bought it, and I don't regret it. I love it. I love it. This album definitely surprised me, and I don't regret it at all, because they have made some bops. They make some pretty good music that a lot of people isn't checking for, so get on with it. Question number 8 is favorite solo album, and my answer is Sunho with his album Spring Sunho. So after Produce 101, they announced he was going to do a solo, and I was like, well, they announced this year, and I was like, ooh, he's gonna do a solo, because I really grew to love this damn boy on Produce 101. I was like, he is too precious for life. His attraction to Minhyun gave me my life. Like, yes, our little Byung-Adi growing up, he getting the solo. Do that, boy. And I was just really excited. And when I heard the teaser for Maybe Spring, I was like, ooh, this piano. And hearing the full song, the piano parts, Jenna, she's also a singer, and she has some mean piano parts in her songs as well. Check it out. I was like, yes, do that, damn it, do that. The piano parts in the title song were so good. And then the other 2 songs on here, Purin Byohana and Bogo Shippo, great songs as well. Just a great, small, short album that very much fitted the concept, the title. It's a very spring album. It's very spring. It's very spring. Very enjoyable. He sounds so good. He is gonna be doing things when he gets older, because right now he's only like 15 or 16. He's 16. I think he's 16. Something like that in the US age. So I am excited to see what he does next. And when Cube is ready to put Kwanlin and Sunho in some little group thing, like they belong, Don't keep them apart. Don't keep them as soloists. Put them together in a group like we all want. Okay? When that happens, my coins will be ready to be dropped. Question number 9. An album that could have been better. And I have 2 answers. The first one being Twice with their album Summer Nights / the What Is Love mini album. So, back when What Is Love was released, I was so excited. I had pre-ordered the album. I was like, we gonna get this twice in our life, because I am a big fan of Twice. And I thoroughly enjoyed it. The What Is Love is such a great song. Stuck is a fantastic B-side. And I just really was happy with the whole album. And then they announced the repackage. And I was like, ooh, repackage of What Is Love. I pre-ordered it. I had my coins ready. Danced the night away. Different. But I really enjoyed it. Chillax. Really good. And I was just like, this is it. And then later on this year in November, they decided to release Yes or Yes. And after I listened to Yes or Yes on repeat for a solid few days, I realized when I revisited this album that they lost longevity in a lot of these B-sides. The B-sides on Yes or Yes, in my opinion, all of them were strong. All of them were bops. All of them was no skips. I feel like Yes or Yes, to me, is a no-skip album. When I revisited this after falling in love with Yes or Yes, I realized that a good chunk of these B-sides I did not want to listen to anymore. So the creation of these B-sides did not last the test of time, in my opinion, for this year. I, re-listening to this, shot through the heart. I was like, skip. Sweet Talker, skip. Ho. I was like, oh, because I really liked Ho when What Is Love was released, and I was just like, and now I'm just like, it's alright. Deja Vu. Second favorite B-side after Stuck, and I still will replay. I still play Deja Vu. And Say Yes, I was just like, skip. So, the B-sides, I think, they could have been better. At the time when they was released, they were great. But then Yes or Yes came out, and I just realized that those B-sides were more superior. So, that is that reasoning. And then, this is a weird reasoning, but it is what it is. NCT 127, ooh, that thing fell out. Regular, irregular. So, song-wise, I'm very satisfied with the songs. That is not the issue I have. The issue I have with both of the albums, I'm just having this one out for example, is what could have been better is the freaking photo books. Because obviously with an album that looks like this, the photo book is the key part, because the CD is just held in a little slip, in a little envelope thing. So clearly the photo book is the main piece of this album. And that is all fine and dandy, because I love a good photo book. When you give me blurry photos, weird photos, I start to lose interest. I start to scratch my head. I start to question what is going on. How drunk and intoxicated was the photographer when he took a majority of these photos? What is going on right here? I'm very... you're kissing a mirror, and then this photo is in clear, perfect pace, but it's so tiny compared to the rest. Like, and then there's stuff like this, where I'm just like, what, why, who, what, where, why? Can we get some answers? I think the most weirdest photo, by far, you did not need to do this. Okay, that one looks pretty good, but what? Like, who? Why are you doing this, NCT? I get that SM likes to be real artsy with the shits, but this was on a whole new level of weird that I just wasn't here for, and I was like, Well, yo, what's up with these photo books, y'all? What? Like, they's not doing it for me. They is not. And then when we get some, like, good photos, like, you can see faces, you can see everything. They are grainy. When you look at them in person, it's, like, grainy. Not high quality. Like, y'all took this on, like, a freaking 1950s camera or something. What you doing? So, the photo books in these albums could have been better. That is my gripe with the NCT regular, irregular albums. Regulate does seem like they stepped up their game. But I won't be able to make a proper judgment until I get my album in person. Question 10, one of the questions that I came up with is favorite albums you bought this year that weren't released this year. So both of these albums came out in the past, and at the times when they were released, I couldn't buy them. They weren't at the top of my priority list, but they were still on my to-buy list. And they are Jonghyun's Base and Jonghyun's She Is. And I was very happy that I was able to find these. I bought this off Yes Asia, and I bought this one off of eBay for the prices that they were originally being sold for. After the whole tragedy happened, people on eBay thought they was gonna be cute, make a quick profit, and sell these things for $400 a piece. And I thought that that was really low, really disgusting, and just all around really foul. I was like, yes, everyone was upset. And then you just have these merchants that really don't give a crap. They really didn't care that everyone was really sad and suffering. And they were just like, oh, he's passed away now. That means everyone's going to want to get his stuff. His stuff is going to be a hot item. We're going to sell it for way over the price that it was sold for originally. And I was just not here for that. I was like, that is disgusting. How you going to just do that? Like, literally, we got the news in December, and literally, not even probably a whole week later, people started selling these things for like $400. And I was just like, that's not right. And I really lost it when I was looking for this one, because this one I could not find on eBay for no price. And I just lost it. Like, after the last time I saw it for $400, I sent a message to the person that was selling it, and I was like, yo, you selling this thing for way more than it was supposed to be sold for, and I think that what you're doing is really disgusting, trying to make a quick profit off of this whole situation, so how dare you? And they really didn't have an answer to that, because they probably knew what they was doing was wrong, but they wanted the money because they was greedy like that. But I was very happy I was able to pick these up and get the albums from him that I wanted to while I still had a decent chance. Okay, so yes. These two albums are my favorite albums that I bought in this year that weren't released. This one was released in 2016, and this one was 2015. Question number 11 is most anticipated album of 2018, and by far, that for me was 101's Power of Destiny. Okay, so at the beginning of this year, I did my K-pop predictions that I wanted to happen. Basically, where I write down everything that was like, I want this one to come back, I want them, I want this. And I was like, okay, 101 has a year. That means we could get a full-length album. So I put that, I was like, 101 come back, full-length album, specifically. And, okay, they released I Promise You, mini album. They released Undivided, another mini album. And then they were like, okay, y'all, the final comeback. Power of Destiny. Full-length album. I lost my shit. I jumped for joy. I screamed. I was like, my goodness, they is coming back. They is gifting us with what I wanted. They saw the potential and they went through with it. So we got this beautiful 11-song album. Look at that track list, y'all. That's lengthy. Ugh, just fantastic. Oh my gosh. As soon as it came on pre-order, I was like, pre-order, posters, check, check, check. Take my money, take my coins. I don't care how much these cost. It could cost $30 a piece. I would have bought them all. I was like, I'm gonna buy every single version, bitch. You want to give me 11 versions of the same album? I'll buy all 11. I was willing to drop a serious amount of coin on these bad boys. I was like, let me just do what I have to do, get what I have to get, and get my life. So, most anticipated album of this year by far was Power of Destiny. Question 12. Album you still want to buy from 2018. There's a few. not so many anymore because I did buy Regulate and Empathy from NCT. So my NCT things, everything that I wanted from them, I now will have. But I didn't get a chance to buy Blackpink's Square Up, Pentagon's Thumbs Up, and Pentagon's Shine, as well as the Day 6 albums. So there's still a few things that I want to buy from this year that eventually I will get around to buying. But for the most part, I'm pretty satisfied with what I did buy this year, and because I really was able to get majority of the things I wanted without like going crazy and buying everything under the sun that I thought was like, oh, I like this, but I had to really like it to want to buy it. So those ones that I mentioned are the ones that I wish I could have bought in 2018, but I didn't. And then question number 13 is another question that I made up, and it is favorite non-album K-pop merchandise you bought. If you're like me and some other people I know, we don't spend all of our money on just the albums. We buy light sticks, group order, fan goods, you know, whatever. BT21 stuff, I do have some of that too. It's back there and over there because I had to redo my bed and I'm doing laundry. TMI. But my two objects are light sticks. The first one being Astro's light stick mood lamp. So yes, I think this is my favorite light stick out of K-pop because Astro's fan colors are both of these shades of purple, like the magenta and then the deep, dark, rich purple, which is my favorite shade of purple. So I was extremely excited. And then, of course, I never got around to buying the light stick when it was originally released, and then they sold out everywhere. But then, perusing on Choice Music, they were like, we have a restockment, a reissue, and I was like, ooh! So I literally, as soon as I saw that, I bought it. I was like, yo, we gotta get it. And side note, can everybody that makes light sticks nowadays, can they make them into mood lamps too? Because these things, when you plug them into the USB and stuff, let me just show you, because I'm doing this on my computer, so you can see. It is just... that right there is beautiful, y'all. That is beautiful. It is so... this is gorgeous. I thought it was a dream come true when they said Astro's colors, official colors, were these rich purples. Because I thought they were speaking to my soul. Because they were speaking to my soul. And then my other favorite piece is this light stick, which is Wanna One's light stick. In June, they had their concerts in San Jose, California, and I was like, yo, the tickets went on sale in May. My birthday's in May. I was like, Mom, I know what I want for my birthday. And she bought me a P2 ticket to Wanna One's concert. Best experience I've had in quite a long time. This is my favorite experience in 2018. Going to see Wanna One at their concert, getting my life. And then I had some birthday money that I got from friends, so I was able to buy the Undivided albums, and I was able to buy this fantastically beautiful light stick for Wanna One, and I was just so happy and excited. I honestly didn't think we would get an official light stick for Wanna One, given that it was only 1.5 years. But hey, the company definitely wanted to make a lot of money off of Wanna One because they were a profitable group. I can't even hate the hustle. So this is definitely one of my favorite purchases of the year. Question 14 is random album recommendations. I have 2 albums. The first one being Astro's mini album that they released, Rise Up. So this was a special mini album. Usually with Astro, I'd got from the first 2 years of from their debut, they gave us pretty consistent 3 comebacks in each year. And then this year, 2018, they decided they only wanted to give us this one thing, and it came out in July, and I was kind of sad that this was our only release of the year, but it's a great release. 5 fantastic songs. Okay, I just have to re-listen to the disc because something didn't sound right. I'm gonna have to figure that out. I swear when I played the disc yesterday in the car, song number 4 played as Real Love, and then song number 5 played as Stay With Me, so I'm gonna have to re-listen to that if I'm tripping. Hold on. I just popped the CD back into my CD player here, went to song number 4, looked in the photo book. The song number 4 on the CD is Real Love. The lyrics match up with what was in here, even though it's listed as song number 5. And song number 4 is supposed to be Stay With Me. But literally, I kid you not, I put the CD on to skip, and now it's on disc, song number 5, and it's playing Stay With Me. I'm confused. CD and the photo book and everything is misprinted. Very interesting. Regardless, I am recommending this album. It is a fantastic album. It is great. I love it. They did a more mature sound with the music video song, Always You. And then, of course, the other B-sides was just really great. It's Astro. Of course, I love Astro, so I was going to talk about them regardless. And then my other pick, this one is very random. You're going to be like, who? What? Who is he? This is an album. Looks like a book. It is formatted to be like a book. Anyways, this is a singer who's named Dawn. I found him on YouTube through the Dandelion Music channel. I think that's what it's called. They do a lot of like R&B, hip-hop, indie, a lot of SoundCloud artists. And that's how I found him. And then I found him on SoundCloud and Instagram. And I followed the accounts. And I was just like, oh my gosh, his music is really great. When is he going to be signed? And then he deleted everything on his Instagram. He deleted everything on his SoundCloud. And I was literally like sad about it. But then he started reposting on his Instagram. And was like, Panorama EP is coming. And I was like, oh, did he get signed? Or is he just starting anew? He got signed. Warner Music, MOS Studio, whatever. I don't know nothing about MOS, but this is a K R&B artist. Great. His SoundCloud music isn't on SoundCloud anymore. A lot of it got deleted. I think he has like a few songs left, but you can still listen to the songs that he released on SoundCloud in the past on YouTube. Dawn. I will give you some links in the description box. He makes some really good K R&B music. I don't talk about a lot of K R&B music because I don't listen to a lot of it. So when I do listen to it, I obviously had some big connection to it, and it really drew me in. He has a great voice. I love his voice and the vibe of his songs. His songs are vibes. The standout song for me by far is song number 3, Phobia. What a fantastic song. It's a gem. It's a gem. Phobia. And then Fairy is really beautiful. See the Sea is an instrumental track. That one is pretty good. Swimming Underwater. You Young. That one is good. The intro song as well is really good. I just really was so surprised that he started reusing his Instagram. He announced he was going to release this, and I was like, oh! And then I was like, okay, is there going to be a physical? And then he posted stuff with this, and I was like, ooh, so there is a physical. I bought this off of Kpop Town, and I don't regret it at all. It is just a fantastic piece of work. And if you're curious of what he looks like, because there isn't a lot of photos where he like clearly shows his face and stuff, but there is some photos in here of him. You still can't see his face that well, but hey, the voice is what matters, because I find his voice extremely pleasing to the ears. Let me see if there was a decent photo in here. I mean, you get like a half shot, but just a fantastic album. I really enjoyed it. Short, very short, but really good. I cannot wait to see what he does next. So I'm definitely recommending you this. If you like K-R&B, definitely give Dawn Panorama a listen. Question number 15 is favorite photocard pull or trade of this year. This is another question that I came up with myself because I realized I found that I had gotten some good photocards this year. So the first one, when BTS announced they were gonna sell Love Yourself Tear at Targets and stuff in America, I was very excited. I was like, yes! The album was released in May. That day, I drove across the bridge to the Target that had it, and I bought it. I picked up the first copy off the shelf, and I was like, let's get it. I don't even care. I opened the card. I opened my CD in the car to listen to it on the way back home, and look whose photo card I got. I got my man's. I got V's photo card in the album. I was like, my first K-pop album that I bought at a freaking Target, and I got my boo. I got my booski. How y'all doing? And then, my next two, EXO, Don't Mess Up My Tempo. This time around, they decided to bless me once again. See, the power of music / the war saw my EXO luck go bye-bye. And I couldn't get a Baekhyun or Chanyeol to save my life after I had some great luck with Baekhyun, and especially with Chanyeol, starting with the Exodus albums all the way to Exact and Lotto. Literally, each of those albums, Exodus, Exact, Lotto, Sing For You, I was getting a Chanyeol card. And then after that, they were like, you had your run with us, deuces. And I was like, no! But then we turned the tides, but we turned the tides. Second, no. I bought the BTS Love Yourself Answer albums before I bought the Tempo one. So, the fourth album that I bought at Target from a K-pop group, I pulled Baekhyun's photo card and I got Chanyeol's postcard. And I was like, ooh, I got both my biases and I found $5 on the street. Give me that. We was getting lucky, y'all. We was getting lucky. And then when I got the rest of my albums, the ones from Choice Music, I got Chanyeol's photo card and that B as well. And I was like, all right, EXO, so you trying to tell me that you're going to give me my luck again? Thank you. Thank you. And then I think I had some pretty good luck trading this year for my Kwanlins with the Wanna ones, the numerous Wanna ones. I traded my Woojin strip for Kwanlins. I traded my Jisung Adventure Version film card for Kwanlin from Jazzy. Thank you so much. I bought a thing of stuff that she was selling that was Kwanlin specific from her 101 goods. And I got the magnet from the Undivided album, the group version. I traded my friend when we got the I Promise You albums for his Kwanlin card. Ugh, that card is so cute. And 101 Undivided, the #1 version, which was Jihoon, Kwanlin, and Jinyoung subunit. Ya boy got the magnet and the thing and the photo card. I know I only had a 1 in 3 chance, but you know, hey, that 2/3 of a chance of not getting Kwanlin is big. Because, you know, my photo card luck, for the most part, I usually either don't get my bias or I get my least favorite member. So, I was ecstatic. Kwanlin was good to me this year. Thank you. And my last question, question 16, the stars of 2018. So this question is the last one, the one that I made up. And basically it's the groups, solo artists, what have you, that really made your year in 2018 special. Because there's always one group for me each year looking back that I'm really like, oh my gosh, they really gave me a lot of great stuff this year. They spoiled me. This year, my stars of 2018 are none other than the lovely boys that are now moving on to group activities, solo works, what have you, dramas. It is my 101. They, by far, are my stars of 2018. This was their last hurrah, hurrah, and I was like, we are going to support the frick out of 101 this year. Mark my words. I'm going to try to get everything that they release. And I mean, there is some stuff that I didn't get. You know, will we get it? Maybe. Who cares? I did pretty damn good. I bought both versions of I Promise You, both versions of Power of Destiny, all 6 versions of Undivided. I bought the freaking summer package. I bought the freaking season's greetings. Well, actually, this came out at the like very end of 2018, so you know, but it still counts. I bought the light stick. I just really had a great time getting all these one-on-one goods throughout the year. Hell, even in 2017 in Korea, I was getting my one-on-one left and right. They only released To Be One and Nothing Without You when I was in Korea, and I bought 4 To Be One albums and 3 Nothing Without You albums, and the GQ magazine, and a lot of other stuff. I got the freaking figurine for Kwanlin, and I spent 25,000 won to get that freaking contact lens bromide, as well as when they did the Loteria thing and they was giving away free bromides if you bought the combo meal for the specific burger sets that they were advertising for. Yo, I bought 4 burger sets to get Minhyun, Daehui, Kwanlin, and Jinyoung's bromides. And my roommate, he also bought the burger set just for me and gave me Ong Sung-woo's freaking bromide as well. I just, from the year they debuted to this year, going to the concert, seeing them for the first time at the Dream concert in Korea, 101 has just embodied a huge chunk of my K-pop journey, K-pop memories, and I don't regret a damn thing. They did that. They are by far my superstars of 2018. And with that, that is the end of this extremely long video. If you watched all the way to the end, you is a real MVP. And you did that. You did that. So, I'm not going to keep talking no more. So, I'll see you all on the next video. Bye! And I hope whatever happens this year is good. And we just have a great 2019. Focus on the good. Work through and be strong and persevere through the bad. And we got this. Bye!